What's going on, everybody? This is Coach coming at you again from the shop at Untouchable Customs. It's been a while. I know it's been a while, but you gotta wait in line sometimes. But I do have something a little different today um, with the B sitting right behind me. He is in line to go to the Media Blaster and to get epoxy done, and we're just waiting on waiting on Chris to get the wheels together and then get some time so that he can come and pick Jock up and drop him off. But what we're gonna do today is I picked up a great deal. Picked up a donor car, a 4-door 69 Coronet that has a lot of good parts that I can use on Jock. Starting with the fenders. Went to a car show. Actually went to Autorama back in 2023. Back in April, I believe, March. No, it was in March. And met a guy named Shaddy and told him that I needed some fenders for my car. I was looking for some. So I saw him again a couple weeks ago at Mopart's car show in Roseville, Michigan. And he just so happened to know a guy that had a 4-door Coronet, and I got it for a great deal. It has it's a Florida car from and it has like no rust at all, just some surface rust. Has a brand new rebuilt 383 in it with a 727 trans that I am going to use with Jock, because originally I wanted to take the 440 out of JR because I'm going to do a 392 modern Hemi swap in JR, and I was going to put the 440 in Jock. But I don't want both cars down at the same time, so this was a perfect opportunity to put a 383 in the car like my dad had it when he bought it. And when I am ready to do the swap in JR, eventually I'll put the 440 in Jock like my dad did. He bought the car with a 383 in it, and then he, not a short time after that, he put a 440 in it, but the hood scoops still read 383, so he was able to get a little bit of a head start on most of the guys that he raced. I did find out that he raced back in the day in New York, Jamestown, New York. So, but his hood said 383, but he actually had a 440 under the hood, so he was able to have a step up on his opponents. But anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the other garage, and we're going to take the fenders off of the donor car. There's a lot of things I can use. The car it's an AC car. It has air conditioning. The whole front suspension is new. It has wheels and tires I can use. It has the engine harness and the headlight harness, wire harness, that I can use as well. If I decide to use the trunk, I can use the trunk. But there are just so many things that I can use that I'm going to use. It has a brand new exhaust. It's just, there's so many things that it has that, but the main thing is that I can use the drivetrain, I can use the fenders, I can use the front grille, all of the stuff that I was going to have to restore or replace on Jock. So it really puts me a few steps ahead of the game of where I thought I would be had I not. But like I was saying, I met a guy named Shaddy at Autorama in Detroit back in March. I believe it was the last week of February, first week of March, something like that. And I reconnected with him at Mopart's car show a few weeks ago, and he knew a gentleman that was selling this 69 4-door Coronet. So I got his phone number, I met the guy, and we went over and we made the deal. And about a week later, me and my buddy Isaac went to pick it up. So it's been here about a week, but like I said, Jock is ready for the Media Blast and the epoxy, so he's ready for the next step. So today we need to go and remove the fenders off of the 4-door and some of the front end parts. And hold on a second. And so We're going to remove the fenders so we can get that in preparation. So when we take Jock to get media blasted, we'll take the fenders and other parts that are going to be media blasted, and then epoxy put on immediately after to protect it from rust. So stay tuned. I'm going to turn it back on when we get over to the other shop, the other garage, and start that process later. What's going on? This Coach back again. We over here at the other garage getting ready to take these fenders off. I got my Mopar brother here.
Mopar brother now. Okay.
Yeah, I got my Mopar brother Mike here with me. Now, I got a question for y'all that I want y'all to put in the comments. He owns a minivan. Now, let's look at the minivan. See the minivan over there? Now, I know it's a Chrysler, and he's got a 300. So, does that constitute him as a Mopar brother? Or
yes, it does.
Does it constitute him as like a half Mopar brother?
Mopar brother.
So, please put in the comments, is he a Mopar brother or not? He don't have no muscle car. He had one, but when you get rid of it, that doesn't count. He had
a Charger.
He has 2 Camaros, and he's got a Chevy truck. So to me, he's just all a Chevy guy. But you all, we got 2 Cent Charlie over here. So please put in the comments whether he's a Mopar brother or not. So here we are. This is the donor car. Like I say, it's a really clean car. Florida car. The fenders are immaculate condition. It's got a 383 in it that's been freshly rebuilt. It's an air-conditioned car. And it's just a great donor car to have for the B. That's just going to put me way ahead of the game. If I were going to rebuild the 440 that was in Jock, it would have probably cost me about $7,000 to $10,000. You see, you got a radiator here. This engine's ready to go. Just got to put a distributor in it, and I'm going to change it over to electronic, and I'm going to fire this thing up, you know, to make sure everything is cool before we set everything underneath. The cradle's been painted, and like I say, there are just a lot of other parts that I can use that I'm going to show you at a later time. But what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to disassemble the front part of this car so that we can get it ready to take it to media blast so that Jock and the parts can get media blasted. So stay tuned.
Feels like there's something else holding it right in there. Feels like there's something holding it right in
there. So we're back. Got those fenders off. And man, you're talking about clean. Check them out. Really, really clean, real solid, hard to find. And yeah, Jock is getting ready for Media Blast. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I'm hoping I'll be able to bring some of that process to you. And we'll go from there. But I'm going to show you the donor car in a little while. So stay tuned. So we got the fenders off. It was a little challenging because even though I just did it not too long ago, I still kind of didn't remember. Things got a lot easier once I took the front bumper brackets and got the bumper out, took the grill off. So as you can see, the fenders are off of the donor car. 4-door 69 Coronet. And got a nice engine with it. 383. Not sure if that's the correct color or not, if it's an HP block or not. I haven't looked at it yet. Has air conditioning, radiator. I'm going to use these wheels. Going to use the suspension cradle. Everything under here looks really, really clean. What the heck is that? And there's some other parts that I'm going to use, but the next step is to get Jock on wheels, the wheel dollies, so that it can be moved around, and waiting for Chris to hit a day off and a time we can set up with the Media Blaster about an hour from here. So I believe that's when I'll be back. So you all have a good one. Make sure you turn the notification on. Make sure you subscribe to Coach's Corner. And please comment on the question I had with my buddy Mike Turner about him being a replicable Mopar brother with a minivan. And he does have a 300 that he bought for his son. But, I mean, he's claiming that the minivan, it makes him a Mopar guy. So, I mean, it is the Chrysler, it is the Mopar, but is he really a Mopar brother? Or is he just a Mopar member? I don't know. Please comment, all right? Y'all have a good one. Later.